Bigfoot TV. So I don't know if you caught this or not. David Nino Rodriguez had, I think it's Steven with How to Bow Hunt on, talking about, cryptid creatures, I guess. Cloaking, they disappear. I watch a lot of Expedition Bigfoot. I know they encountered, and I don't know if they have an ability to turn to the side and disappear, or how they're even doing it. But I have some video clips I want to show you of some of these cryptid creatures that people are catching on their cams, or they're putting those cameras, like they may have one in front of their house or whatever, just their security cameras, and catching weird creatures, cryptid creatures. And then they're talking about the encounter that this doctor, this is what they were basically talking about on this show, is the gal that has come out and told people the evidence, and then the backlash she's getting. And he's going to, Steven is going to get ready to do a meetup, I think in January, an encounter where they have been, meeting with these creatures or something or whatever. I'm kind of like, I don't know one way or another to me, because it just sounds odd. But he's going to, once he does this, he's going to tell all is what he's saying. But now I've heard from other people weird things, and then supposedly if you encounter one of these, even touch them or get close to them, the radiation is pretty bad. Okay, the clips I'll show you are like down in the sewer. One's down in the sewer. I know some other ones that I have is some kids capture one, and they were shooting off fireworks or something, and something weird. And this is where you get the glowing eyes. So glowing eyes, yellow, caution. If they have red, you probably don't want to even encounter them. I know when I go out with my dogs at night, their eyes shine green. So I kind of know what a dog or any type of animal like that would be a green shine. Now red, anything different than that, yeah, might pique your interest. But the stuff's interesting. Some of the things they talk about, what I had read, I read this book right here called Enoch by Autumn Williams, where a guy in Florida friended a skunk ape, and that's supposedly the picture that depicts what this person looked like that he encountered. Very interesting things, because you learn why they knock, you learn how they bury their dead. Also, the camera thing was brought up, the infrared in the cameras. They know when they're on. According to what Steven's talking about, is that those cameras shoot up, they see that laser light or whatever that's shooting, and it's kind of like he uses them when he is set up his tent. He'll put those trail cams facing outward, just to let them know not to come into the campsite. He knows that they see the light. So basically, anytime you got those up, you're not going to get any encounter with a Bigfoot or whatever, because they know they can see those, the infrared. So that makes a lot of sense when you see these Bigfoot shows and they go out and then they put those cameras all over the place. Well, they're just making sure that they're not going to ever capture a Bigfoot on video, because what they're doing, and it's the same thing with tree knocking. The knocking, it's almost like the Bigfoot taught humans to let them know when they're in the area, so they tree knock. So you got goofy people going out knocking on trees. Knocking on trees, so that tells the Bigfoot, say, humans are in the area. So And I think too, when you also maybe hear a knock, they're letting the other ones know human presence, and then of course the humans do, well, we got to counter back, knock. Stuff in that book is pretty dang interesting. If as you read through that book, I don't know how anybody can make up the stuff that this guy puts in detail that encountered. This hairy creature. But anyway, check this out. Give me 1 second here. Let's see. Figure out how we go here. Yeah, this is the ones with the fireworks, I think. Yeah.
We got it. Right, go, go. Sorry. Where'd they go? Yeah. Hey, guys, what is that? Oh, what is that?
I want to. This one right here, I don't know, different angles to me, like a orangutan or something. That's what I'm kind of sensing, but I don't know. This one's strange right here. So not sure about that last one being somebody faking something. It's just odd looking. Just odd looking. Go right here. This one. So this one's in like a sewer or something. And the guy's videotaping it. It's back behind. It's kind of poking its head out. I think it took off at that point. Let me look here. Yeah. So I think as he started getting a little closer, that thing belled. I don't know. They got those big eyes. And they're freaking some kind of freaking alien. Oh my gosh, that's some crazy stuff. And people show some stuff that I could see these things having to live down in these sewers or whatever. Now the things out in like freaking, you know, say the woods of Montana or Northern California, has to be more of the Sasquatch. What was the other one that they were talking? It has the 6 fingers or whatever. The devil, mountain devils or something. Those are a different thing you don't want to encounter. I think it's Mount Shasta or whatever, that they have all these weird people go missing. That's a place to definitely do a expedition with a lot of people. I'd have at least 4 people know what they're doing if I was going to mount something like that. I know Expedition Bigfoot had one where they sent a robot into a cave, and so this robot was doing all these, you know, recording, and then as they were going later on through the video using different filters, the thing that they knew was ahead of them cloaked, disappeared, and it was sitting right in front of them, cloaked. Now that's some scary crap. Then you have to ask yourself, you know, do these things have, you know, radiation? You know, like Dave and Nino and them were talking. These other beings, these cryptid beings or whatever, human, you touch them, you know, or you get close to them. I don't really understand that. I don't know. Again, supposedly who knows what the governments have done in secret labs, just messing with different. I've always brought that up too. The Nephilim that were created were tampering. Themselves were tampering with animal DNA, mixing with animals or whatever, sexually or whatever too. Just crazy. Just crazy. 1 second. All right. Probably close down here, end it. Just wanted to know if anybody else had actually seen that video. I've come up with, if I had the opportunity and the money to go do out and look, I would definitely have to find a drone that was fast, and I would use the drone to do most of the stuff, because you need something that if they are out, you got to catch them off guard. That's the only way, because that's normally how all the catches happen. Off guard. They don't know. The Patterson footage, the other footage I had showed where they went in and what's his name? Freeman, the Freeman one. They weren't expecting him to be back in there, and I think they knew his routine, and he just happened to go in. And it's like the drone, you know, the different drones, I think are people probably already have encountered. And I think if it's going to be breaking video, it's going to be these sophisticated drones, or a drone that's going to do it. That's the only way I think that makes any sense to me, to do it. And to do it with not no cheap drone. This drone's got to be like an Elon Musk drone. I would love to be able to, you know, you put on, say, the gear, and you're able to, as you're flying it, you're got a helmet on that you're like the pilot of that drone, so you're seeing one-on-one in the maneuvers, so that way if your eyes are on something, the camera's on it. The camera doesn't have to be on till you hit a button. That's how you catch it. So any input, let me know. Take care.